So happy to be here at Pleasant Ridge, getting to celebrate the life of all the little babies that we had in 2015. My child, Anson, was born last year. We have a lot of A's in our family. My wife, Audria, Axton, Archer, and Anson. And for someone as bad at names as me, this is just asking for trouble. One Sunday morning, I was helping Audria take Axton, Archer, and Anson to class. And I dropped one of them off in Karen Collins' class. And as we walked in, he ran to his seat, and she said, "Oh, hi, Archer." And, I know she said the wrong name, so I was going to subtly correct her. I said, "Have fun in class, Axton." And she kind of looked a little puzzled, but she went along and said, "Okay, come here, Axton, have a seat here." And it's at that I looked down and realized that wasn't Axton. This was Archer. So I do appreciate all the Sunday school teachers that can keep my kids' names straight, even when I can't. I can honestly say I never imagined myself as a father of 3 children. When Audria asked me, "Are you ready to have kids?" I answered it like, a 20-year-old would, and said, "Kids? I don't know." Shrugging your shoulders was not the correct answer to that. After a few heartbreaks and a few losses while we were trying for a baby, I realized that desire my wife had. She didn't just want to have a baby, she wanted to help in the creation of a unique joy. There was a joy that would be brought into our lives not just by that child, but a joy to all those that he would affect in his lifetime, a joy that he would bring to God. That celebration that life is a celebration in my heart as we're filled with love and joy that child brings to us. But it's also a celebration of his potential that his life has for the worship of God. I remember when I saw our first child for the very first time. There were so many emotions: joy, concern, excitement but worry, love but anxiety. As I sat there holding my little baby's hand, looking into his face, I realized I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what to say to this little baby. I have no idea what to do with him. I'm sure the nurse could tell I was a first-time dad from a mile away. Which way do I put on this diaper? Is the stripe on the front or the back? I don't. What's the difference between a burp cloth, a swaddle cloth, and a baby blanket? I really still haven't figured that one out yet. What do I do when he cries? I quickly find the answer to that one is, Mom. A first-time dad holds a baby like they're made of glass, like they're so fragile. I remember thinking, this baby is so fragile. Now, as a dad of 3 boys, when I walk into a room, I look at the ceiling. How high can I throw my baby before I hit the ceiling? We have a lot of fun with that. With the birth of Anson this past year, there was none of that anxiety of being a father for the first time. That was replaced with the fun and happiness of getting another little baby boy added to our family. It was so much fun getting to see Axton and Archer come to the hospital and meet their newest little brother. As we've had more kids, I've gained experience and have hopefully become a better and better father. Luann once noticed that at every Pleasant Ridge family retreat, we were either pregnant or had a little baby with us. Really, we had just planned that because we wanted the cabin closest to the bathroom each year. It's been a busy and hectic few years for our family. As we've grown, it really is a special time for our family. So many transitions, so many changes, so many lessons we've learned, and so many lessons we have to learn. I've learned that trips with children get exponentially harder the more kids you have. Before we had kids, I remember packing for a trip with one bag. We had one duffel bag we would pack and go on a trip. Now with 3 little boys, sometimes I'm tempted to go rent a U-Haul for a trip. With 3 kids, our disposable income may not be as high as it used to be. Our schedules are now governed by their naps. My gamer score may be lower than it used to be. We basically won't have any free time until about 2030. But these little boys make us laugh in ways that we never have. Who would have thought that disciplining your child would be so difficult to keep a straight face sometimes? Sometimes I have to stifle that laughter so hard as I'm trying to give them a lecture. Son, if you wake up in the middle of the night, don't come down the hallway towards your mom crawling on all fours like the Exorcist. This one really scared her when he did that. After a long day, a kid can instantly fill our hearts as we catch him saying a prayer before bed. No matter what's happened in your day, as you hear his little whisper, thanking God for his brothers, your heart is renewed. They can bring so much joy into our lives as we laugh and play together every day. The laughter of our three boys is so contagious. Whenever Anson laughs, Axon and Archer drop whatever they are doing and join in. They become a hilarious little comedy duo as they try their hardest to keep Anson laughing. And there's nothing that makes me more happy right now than when I come home from work and Anson toddles over to me with his arms held high with a big smile on his face. No matter how long a day of work it's been, Anson's happiness can make all the stress disappear. Now I'm just working on finding a way to make his first word be dad. With the first kid, everything they do is a new discovery for us. Everything is fascinating. Everything is new. With the second kid, you get to enjoy each moment that happens, knowing exactly what's coming next. With this third kid, I felt like we've really cherished each moment. The last first laugh, the last first step, his last first word, hopefully, Dada. That feeling of I will rock him no matter what, because this is the last baby I'm going to get to do. Each moment is something special to hold on to. I love seeing Anson and Audria enjoy those moments together right now. Our family is what it is because of Audria, my wife. She is amazing. To see the joy and love she has for our children keeps me in awe of her every day. I don't know from what well she draws her patience from, but I wish I had many of the qualities that she does. Her patience, happiness, and faithfulness is exactly the examples I want my boys to learn from. I think the most important thing we can do as a family is to continue our faith to our kids. The family unit is God's conduit to our children. The family is God's vehicle to pass his wisdom, his grace, his truth to the next generation. So we have that responsibility to convey God's agenda to our children, to pass on our faith. And I feel so blessed that here at Pleasant Ridge, our family here shares that same mission with us. Our kids have such wonderful support here. Pleasant Ridge is our extended family, and our kids adore so many of you. Well, we are so thankful for your service to our family and every family that's going to be mentioned here this morning. I know I can celebrate life knowing that my Pleasant Ridge family celebrates with us. And we know that you're celebrating life this morning not just because of all the wonderful babies that we had born in 2015, but because we have more souls that will be joining us in worshiping God.